Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be creating an animated mosaic in Blender. So, what are we going to be creating? Well, we're going to be creating this animated mosaic right here. Now, you can do way more advanced stuff with what this is. You can make it look a whole lot better, but for this tutorial, it'll be simple. It won't look like a good animation, but you guys can change that later. So, we're going to be using an evil face. He'll be laughing. And then he turns into a frown, and the materials change. So let's see what that looks like real quick. Ha ha, he's laughing, and then, and as you can see, everything changes from the eyes to the background. Everything changes, as you can see, from red eyes to blue eyes really quickly, and to a frowny face, and to sad eyebrows. So let's go ahead and open up a new scene in Blender, and we'll start the tutorial. Alright, so now that we've opened up a new scene in Blender, we can go ahead and start creating our animated mosaic. So last tutorial we did a mosaic, and now we're going to turn it into an animated mosaic. It's a little bit different, but that's okay. So same thing as last time, change your render over to Cycles Render, scale it up. So after you change your render engine to Cycles Render, you can go ahead and start. So instead of cutting out our shapes, like doing that and doing the smiley face like that, we can't do that. We have to create the object separately. So as you see, I have this big plane here, and we have to create our objects separately. So we can do a face, we can do a hand, we can do really anything. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly do something real quick. Whatever you want to be animated, you have to model yourself. So if you want the teeth to be animated, you have to model those. If you can't just cut them in as a shape, unfortunately. Alright, so I have our shape. It's an evil face. And you can do multiple things with this. Basically, the way it works is you can either use shape keys or animate them separately. I recommend using shape keys for something like a face. So if you wanted to do shape keys, alright, first it starts off like that. And then you go into it being like this. So it'd be ha 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 ha. You know, he's laughing. You know, something like that. And you can even animate the eyebrows if you want to. In this case, you can animate them like that. And as you can see, it's just the entire object that's going to move, so it's okay. And you can, again, shape keys for the eyebrows if you want to. See, kind of weird, right? Alright. So let's go back to the first frame, and let's go ahead and push these back. And let's go ahead and delete everything and the dope sheet. Alright, so now let's start over. Right quick. Okay, so let's animate this. I'm, again, animating his mouth. So I lock right here at frame 10. Mouth goes up. Frame 20, mouth goes down, and so on, and so on. Alright, there we go. So he's laughing, and then what's going to happen is... ha 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 ha. Well, this frame needs to go all the way down. And... ho 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 ho. And then his eyes is going to... from where he stops smiling, they're going to come, and they're going to look sad, like, oh crap. Like, oh no. There we go. And then he's... okay. Pretty simple. And then, even if, again, if we want to here, we can even change this frown, or this evil smile to a terrible frown, you know? So, boom, and let's even move it down like that. So, there we go, okay. I lock right, and all the way up, I lock right. Okay, so, whoa, ha 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 ha, and then frown, and that's when. that happens. Alright, so that's our animated little face there. Now we can go ahead and get into the materials. Now if you saw the last tutorial, then you're going to know how the mosaic works. So I'm just going to speed through it, and if you don't remember it, then you can go back and watch it again. Also, if you haven't seen that video yet, I recommend going and doing that now. Okay, cycles render. Let's go ahead and add everything in, and you can even, I'll show you this in a minute. Let's change all of this quickly. Alright, I think this is probably good. I think we're going to change these real quick to a red and a, we'll go through and do maybe purple, like that. Okay, so there's our nice sinister evil smile. Now, we can animate, or we can go ahead and play it if we rendered it, but we don't want to do that just yet. Let's position our camera, and then we'll render it out. And we'll look at each of the individual frames and see what they're looking like. Change the sampling to about 10. And we have this evil, sinister smile, and that goes into that, which goes into that. And that's our face, right? Now, you can even change the materials. So we can go ahead and animate both of these by pressing I, and then changing them to be like a blue and a dark blue. There we go. Okay. Alright, and then blue and dark blue. Blue and dark blue. And you can see the transition here. So completely sad. Same thing with the mouth and the eyes. You can do all of that with all of them. So we can go and do that real quick. Couple of frames. Well, let's control Z that real quick. From evil to sad real quick. Blue and another light blue. And you need to do that with anything else that you want. It really doesn't matter. But there we go. So let's go ahead and render this out as an animation real quick. We'll end the animation at frame 100. Then we can go ahead and render this out as an AVI raw. And even at sampling of 1, it still looks okay, as you can see. Sampling 1, sampling 10, all of that. Because of all the materials, our emission, it really doesn't matter. So that's what I like about this. It's a simple, easy mosaic material that renders really super duper pooper fast, right? So we can go ahead and render the animation. Alright, it looks like he's getting sad real quick. And if we look here, the material should start to change. There we go. Nice. So it goes from a different material to a different material really quickly. The mouth changed a bit if you noticed. And you can really do this with anything. So let's go ahead and look over that animation. So here's the animation. And everything changes. And that's how you create a mosaic, an animated mosaic in Blender. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.